Does President Biden's $6.9 trillion budget contain a stimulus check? That's a good question and exactly what we're going to talk about right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, I do want to focus on a question that I've seen down below in the comment section a few times recently from some of you right here in the community asking, does President Biden's budget contain a stimulus check? Again, a really good question and what I want to answer as well as clarify for you right here in this video. Now, as of recently, I have been out with a couple dedicated videos talking about a couple different elements within this budget that some people may be able to take advantage of in the event the budget passes in the first place and if these provisions actually remain in the budget as well. Now, again, I'll allude to those and I'll talk about those a little bit later in this video as well. But like I said, I do have dedicated videos right here on the channel talking about those different provisions as well. However, what's prompting me to make this video right here, right now is I just saw a comment that came in a short time ago where this person reached out and said, I heard a stimulus check is in the budget. When are we going to be getting it and how much is it going to be? Whoa, 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 let's hold up for just a second here because we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, okay? Just because this is a $6.9 trillion budget, nearly $7 trillion, that does not mean it contains a stimulus check, okay? I'm going to clarify all that for you here in this video as well. And again, I want to make this very clear because there's a lot of misinformation out there right now. And if you've been watching the videos here on the channel for any length of time, you know that I'm here for you every single day to bring it to you straight, to give you all the details, what is actually going on, and to give you all of the facts as they are hitting the wires. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Let's get into it and talk about what is actually going on here. And again, answering the big question I've seen down below in the comment section. However, really fast before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're enjoying this video so far and you want more like it, please make sure to subscribe down below. I'm here for you every single day. Things are changing very rapidly. I'm doing all the research, watching all this new information, and breaking it all down into these short videos as it is such a busy time right now. It is so confusing. It's a very uncertain time and is a very busy time with all these new bills, packages, and proposals. There's a lot going on right now. So again, I'm here for you every single day. I have been every single day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for a few years now. And again, I will continue to be every single day. So please subscribe down below. Let's get into it and talk about all the details and where we currently stand with this massive, nearly $7 trillion on the table. Here's what's interesting. If they took all $6.9 trillion of this and they sent it out in the form of checks, it'd be a lot of money, right? It'd be a lot of checks. It'd be something like 8 checks or something like that. If they were all $1,400 and if they went out to 85% of the population like they did in early 2021, right? Now, again, I'm not saying they're doing that at all. I'm just simply saying if they were to do that, it'd be like something like 8 checks or something like that. I'd have to run the exact math on that, but it'd be a lot, right? All right, so let's talk through this. There's a lot of confusion out there. I'm not saying that many people here in this community are confused, but the problem is there's a lot of misinformation out there coming around saying, oh yeah, the budget has all this stuff in it. Let me say this much. The budget has virtually nothing in it for the people, okay? And just being real with you, giving it to you straight here, like I said earlier, I'm always here to bring you the honest, accurate, reliable, and transparent information as this information is being released. All right, so to answer the big question, is there a stimulus check in this $6.9 trillion budget? The simple answer is no, there is not a stimulus check in there, okay? In fact, like I just said a second ago, there's like nothing in this package for anybody. There's a lot of tax increases. There's a lot of spending on all the other things in the possible world that you could ever think of. But when it comes down to helping out people, there's like nothing in there, okay? Like nothing, okay? Maybe a couple things here and there, but virtually nothing. $6.9 trillion of spending on all kinds of other stuff except for helping out people, okay? Now, I do note that there are a lot of you here in the community who are fixed income beneficiaries receiving benefits from Social Security, retirement, SSDI, survivors, SSI, VA, RRB, and other low-income benefits, things like that. Now, many of us have been wondering, oh, there's got to be something really good in this budget for Social Security and other fixed income benefits, right? You would think so, but there's not. Again, nothing. A whole lot of nothing. Jack, as some people would say, right? So that's what I want to bring to your attention is this package has virtually nothing in it. Now remember this much as well. This is the 2024 fiscal year budget for the federal government, okay? So as of right now, as I record this video, we're still a handful of months into 2023. It's not even that far into the year so far. The budget was released not that long ago out of the president, okay? So we still have a lot of this year to go. And the fiscal year for 2024 starts on October 1st of this year, okay? It does not run the regular calendar year. It does not go from January 1st through December 31st. That is not the fiscal year for the federal government. It is October 1st through September 30th. So the new 2024 fiscal year for the federal government will start on October 1st of this year. So we're still out a few months from that, but again, it's going to come quickly, okay? And that is when he wants to have this budget passed. Now, here's the thing. Just because he introduced it, does this mean it's a done deal? No, not even close. It has to work its way through Congress, okay? What is the likelihood of a $6.9 trillion budget to pass through Congress? I'm going to go out there and say this much. Unlikely. Highly, highly, highly unlikely. It's not happening. There's no way. This thing is going to get shaved down probably who knows how much. Honestly, I'm not even really sure. There's no way this is going to pass in its current state. Not a chance, okay? Even though the president is coming out calling on Congress to pass this thing immediately and to get all this done and keep it all in there and all this stuff like that, it's not happening, okay? It doesn't matter what he says. Congress is not going to be on board with this thing, okay? Anyway, when it comes down to it, this is the bill. This is the proposal out of the president, $6.9 trillion as a budget. And what's in there for us? Well, nothing, okay? They're certainly not going to put any money in our wallets. If anything, you better open up your wallet a little bit more because they want to stick their fingers in there and take more of it, okay? So I'm just saying that much. With all these tax increases and all this other stuff that they want to do, yeah, there's nothing in there for the people, okay? So I hope this kind of makes it more clear. And the person that reached out recently, by the way, I responded to that comment and I said, no, there is not a stimulus check, okay? I made it very clear to that person. I'm not sure where they heard it from. However, I have a weird suspicion that I probably have a pretty good idea of maybe where that information came from. But I want to tell you this much. There is not a stimulus check in that package. There is not monthly checks. However, let me clarify that here for just a second a little bit further because in a recent video, I did talk about monthly checks for parents potentially in this package, okay? Now, again, I made that dedicated video. I'm not going to spend much time here, but let me take just a minute or two and talk about this. President Biden wants to reinstate the child tax credit payments. So remember this much. Back in the second half of 2021, do you remember how ongoing monthly checks were going out to about 68 million kids or about 38 million households? Well, those were the advanced child tax credit payments. So yes, there is a child tax credit payment that you get to claim on your tax return in the event that you file a tax return, okay? But back in 2021, they made them advanced. In other words, they sent out the checks on an ongoing monthly basis. They basically took out all the money that would have been sent out to somebody in the form of a tax credit or basically a tax refund when the person goes to file their tax return, and they started sending it out on an ongoing monthly basis for about 38 million households. So about 38 million households were getting ongoing monthly checks. It was the child tax credit payments that were sent out as advanced payments, okay? That is what those were. Well, President Biden wants to reinstate those ongoing checks, not only reinstate them, but he wants to make them permanent, okay? That is also in the bill. Is it going to happen? Well, we'll have to see what happens out of Congress here, but I have a weird suspicion it's not going to happen, okay? I'm not saying it's not going to. I'm not saying that it is going to either. I'm just saying that I don't know. We'll have to see, okay? We'll have to see what happens out of Congress, but to reinstate those as ongoing, advanced payments and things like that, and to boost them up and more money and things like that, I don't know about that, okay? I'm just saying. Maybe it happens. We do know that there are a number of different proposals in Congress right here, right now, where some lawmakers do want to not only reinstate those payments, but even have them ongoing and, have them as advanced payments as well, okay? So there are some people in Congress that have those proposals out there, including Mitt Romney, who is a Republican senator, and he wants those, he has a proposal of his own that came out maybe, I don't know, a year or so ago, where he introduced that. So just saying, okay, that is out there as well. The only thing we can do at this point is continue to wait to see what Congress will actually do about this bill, or what I should say is this proposal is really, the president's agenda, essentially, is what it comes down to. And that is what we'll need to continue focusing on. But not only that, we'll need to continue focusing on all the other bills, packages, and proposals coming out. It's all going to be focused around the economy and different weird things that are happening right now, like some of the big banks out there that are imploding around this country. Have you heard about this? Yeah, we got to watch about, all of this very closely right now because some of these big banks, in fact, what was it? Silicon Valley Bank is the one that imploded not that long ago, okay? This was the 15th largest bank in the country, and it imploded just a few days ago, okay? We got to watch this very closely, okay? Now, this is a very important thing because guess what happened? This is what kicked off the 2008 financial crisis back in, obviously, 2008, okay? The huge recession that we had at that time, it all kicked off with the implosion of a few banks, okay? Just saying, not say it's going to happen again. I'm just saying, it already happened. A big bank just went down in smoke, right? Just went down in flames. Boom, there it goes, falling out of the sky in a big ball of fire, okay? That's what happened to this big bank just a few days ago, and we got to watch this very closely because this may have contagion throughout the entire economy, and it might start taking out a lot of other things as well. The domino effect, right? Anyway, I'm getting a little bit off track here, but again, I just want to make you aware of this. This is what's going on here. And the budget, yet again, one more time, no, it does not contain a stimulus check. Sure would be nice if it did, but no, unfortunately, it does not, okay? Anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I can be. Please make sure to subscribe down below. Again, I'm here to bring it to you straight. I know that sometimes I bring you answers that you don't necessarily want to hear, but what would you rather hear? Would you rather have me here, sitting here, making up a bunch of crap and saying, oh, this is what we're going to get, and then nothing ever happens? Or would you rather be having me here, bringing it to you honest, bringing it to you straight, and bringing you the honest, accurate, reliable, and transparent information? Well, honestly, I would rather be that guy. I do not want to be known as the person who says, oh, he just sits here and blows a bunch of smoke and nothing ever happens. I want to give it to you straight. That is my dedication. And as always, I'm going to continue to do that no matter what, even if my answers sometimes tell you things that you don't want to hear. Unfortunately, this is what we got to do, okay? Because, believe it or not, there are some other meatheads out there right now talking about this stuff and saying, oh, it's happening. We're getting more checks. Right now? No, we're not. Just saying it, okay? We are not. Not as of right now, in a way. Will we at some point? We could. We'll have to see what happens here. It's a super weird time. Like I just said, the bank's imploding. We got to watch that one. That is going to be a very, very key factor. We need to watch very closely going forward because this could take down the entire financial system, okay? So anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I can be. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day and have a good day. I don't know. Take care, and I'll